19. War Day 2. Beware intense yeet. After I went back to the villain lair. I might or might not have snapped. I also might or might not attacked All Might and the others. Let's say I am pretty confident in myself that if I ever needed to take them down I could do that with ease. Does this means I will be going easy on them after my talk with Nezu and the others? Nope. Did I play the little innocent and hurt child card on them? Maybe? Okay, the panic attack was real, but in my defense, I hate being tied up. Will I still be going according to my plans? Most definitely. So here I am back again in the game, better than ever since my wounds are healed. I have 2 hours to prepare the bodies for my next stunt. Let's go to work. I went back to the 3 people's body, who had the gut to chase me through underground tunnels, and dragged them to headquarter entrance area. The same thing happened to the other 3 people, which were near the exit of the tunnel to the headquarter. The vines were also an important part of my plan. Now that we are all gathered together, no matter if dead or alive, you guys will be helping me with or without a free will. You just don't know that yet. Luckily, for me, this building has an elevator and it is big enough to put all the dead players in it to transport them to the top floor. Oh, I really hope that Nezu hasn't guessed what I am about to do. I technically never said that I would in fact go easy on them, and I never promised such thing. Also, I have this feeling that they will try and stop me, but hey, why not just let it happen? It's not like they did something special for me all before. So why should I listen to them? Okay, Nezu is scary, but with a little bit of luck and augmenting I am pretty confident that he would help me if it is in favor of the rules. Oh look, here we are, top floor heroes dorm quarter. I brought everyone out of the elevator into a giant room that connects all bedrooms and the elevator together. This room had only 4 large windows. The wall with the windows wasn't fully covered in windows, and these are able to be opened completely from the inside. Here is what I did. I knew that the teacher's drone was still following me, so I turned to it and began talking to it, referring to the teachers. Me. I am pretty sure I told you that I would need the bodies, right? Did you ever ask yourself the question, how to yeet a person out of the window with style? No? Was I the only one who wanted to know that? Doesn't mind now, does it, as we will shortly find out. I tied 4 of them with the vines and opened the window. Still having my little bottle with blood with me and not wanting to have brought it with me without using it. That would be a shame. Since everyone loves All Might's smile, I drew a bloody Cheshire smile on them. The first person was sat on the window facing me, and with a small nudge he began falling backwards. The second person was sitting on the window like he would jump out of it, only that he couldn't since he was dead, and I nudged him from behind. The third one was in my arm and I was sprinting toward the window, throwing him outside. After some seconds, you could hear a bam. The person will have a massive headache. Vlad King. Midoriya, stop this right now. I wasn't bothering listen to him. Sooner or later, someone was bound to interrupt me, and this someone was their homeroom teacher. I really thought that Aizawa, Nezu, or even All Might would say something, but not Vlad King. Yes, this is his class, and yes, they can't move right now, but still, why? Let me have my fun with them, and I still have 7 other ways to go through. The fourth person was dangling by his feet. I was still holding them only to release my grip seconds later. What do they all have in common? If you thought that the vines holding them were so long that they were 10 centimeters above the ground, then you were correct. Ding ding ding. As I was preparing the next set of people to somewhat safely throw out of the window, I could hear the elevator ding, indicating I was not alone anymore. That can't be Class 1A. A quick glance out of the window behind me was confirming me that the hospital was still on fire. So who the heck can this be? Reaching to my gun was a stupid move, I admit, since it was still hopefully in the entrance area, and if not, I had some in my lair. Next weapon of choice are my daggers. Preparing myself to fight whoever was coming out of it any seconds now. I also might or might not had the time to tie the 5th person down safely and was holding him now by the collar. The elevator door opened and revealed their homeroom teacher, Vlad King. Me. Oh, hi there, how is it going, enjoying the show? Vlad King. Put my student down immediately. Me. Oh, so he is your students and you would prefer them over any other in Class 1A? I am disappointed. Vlad King. I sighed, let him go, now. Me. Are you sure, you want me to let him go? Vlad King. Yes. Me. Okay tilde. I let the collar slip from my hand. The moment I let loose, the students was falling out the window. This made Vlad King angry as he was now standing protectively in front of every other one and I had a schedule to follow. Me. Can you please not interfere, you are wasting my time and I have a tight schedule to follow. Vlad King. You have done enough damage to them. Me. Ha 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 ha, I am glad that you think so but no this is by far not enough. With that I was charging straight at Vlad King. He watched the dagger in one of my hands, dodging every attack and even using his quirk on me. Me. You know your quirk is pretty annoying. And I charged once again but this time I was throwing my dagger at him. I still had 2 quirk suppressing cuffs with me and although I could match him without using my quirk I am sure I can somehow take him down without his. Everyone was relaying on their quirk too much so I decided to use the cuffs on him. Only catch here I needed to get close enough. With the quirk suppressing cuffs in one hand and the bottle of fake blood in the other hand, IOCNE again was running at him. Since he loves blood that much why not give him all I have? I opened the bottle and as I jumped at him, throw the blood in his face. Vlad King didn't see it coming as he let his guard down and was trying to get the blood out of his face. Too bad this was all it took for me to get him cuffed. Quickly backing up and taking one of the vines laying on the floor, I surrounded him. In this whole scenario we somehow managed to switch positions. Vlad King's back was facing an open window. Perfect. Me. Quick question. Are you scared of heights? I was now running at him and with the force of impact we collided at each other. Vlad King stumbled and lost his balance. This resulted in us both falling out the window. I quickly grabbed his cuffs and tied a node with the vines. I knew that we would stop falling the moment we reached the first floor as the vines were not longer but still, this wasn't something I was prepared for. Isn't it against the rules for the teachers to intervene? The heck is happening here? Are they plotting against me? I was holding on Vlad King for dear life as the fall finally stooped and we were junked back up a little bit. Great. Now I have to jump risking hurting myself again or climb this thing up. Me. You know, this was like bungee jumping no biggie. Besides why aren't you saying anything anymore? As I was looking at him, I realized that he lost conscious. He must have been ether to sacred or this was too much for him to handle. I climbed back up and entered the room like a normal person would through the window. Next up, I had 5 people in this room and 5 methods I needed to come up with. The 6th person was thrown out hanging by his hands and I was kind enough letting him jump like a candle. Basically I was holding him by the vines and then letting him go. The 7th person was once again yeeted out the window feet first this time with a little sprint. The 8th was doing a back flip out the window with a little help from me. The 9th was doing a flip and the 10th was my favorite. A swan dive. It was the most beautiful swan dive I have ever seen and Kachin would have been proud of me. Now that I was done and every one of them was hanging with a different height difference to the ground, I decided to go down and admire the beautiful view of the new makeup from the headquarters. I was standing outside for about 15 minutes. It was really something different since a teacher was hanging there with his students. Me. Hey, Nezu, can you hear me? Nezu. Yes, is there something I can do for you? Me. Yes, please tell me you are recording this shit. Nezu. Oh my yes I do, this year's result with you being the villain is intriguing. Me. Great because this will go down in UA history for sure. Nezu. Yes it will indeed. Me. By the way, it is prohibited for a teacher to stop the villain. I am sure you know that Nezu. I won't ask for anything more than to let him hang there with his students till the next morning. Nezu. I understand and you are right he broke the rules and he will suffer the consequences. I love this rat god of our school. Now back at my lair, I reminded that I forgot my weapon back at the entrance area. Shit.